Hi all, welcome to lecture 2 of module 3 in database management system. Today we are going to see the topic aggregate function in SQL. So in the last video we have discussed about the various DML commands and about the select statements and also about the set operators. Okay, what are the set operators we have seen? Union all, intersection and minus. Okay, all those things we have discussed, and today we are going to see about aggregate function. So what is a aggregate function? So aggregate function is actually operating on a single column. For example, we are having a table called a student table, which is having roll number, name and marks. Suppose we want to find the average of all the marks. Suppose we want to find the average of the entire marks. What can we do? We are having a separate function called AVG, average. Or we want to compute the sum of the entire marks. Okay, we are having a separate function called sum. Or we would like to compute the maximum marks scored by a student. Okay, for that we are having a function called max. Or the minimum mark. To compute the minimum mark, we are having a function called the minimum. Okay, for this, an aggregate function is actually operating on a single column, and you will be getting a single value as the output. Okay, that is called the aggregate function. So aggregate functions are functions that take a collection of values as input and return a single value. Okay, so it is taking a collection of values. So marks, there will not be a single mark, there can be many marks. It will take the compounded value or a collection of values, and it returns a single value. Okay, the sum, computing the sum, and the result of the sum will be a single value, right? So behavior of aggregate function is it operate on a single column. This is the highlighted point. Okay, it's operate on single column and returns a single value. Okay. Now types of SQL aggregate function. There are how many types of aggregate functions are there? Okay, it is mainly classified into four. First one is max function, okay, minimum function, average, AVG, and sum. These are the four functions that we are going to see in SQL aggregate functions. Okay, so aggregate functions are actually four: max, min, AVG, and sum. From the name itself, it is clear. Max, it is used to compute the maximum number. Min, it is mainly used to compute the minimum value. AVG means computing the average. Sum means computing the sum. Okay. Now, input to the aggregate function, sum and average. So what are the type of inputs that we are giving in the aggregate function? In the case of sum and average, it operates only on the collection of numbers. Okay, fine. So it means that sum and average can be operated only on a data type with the integer or numbers. Okay, it can operate only on numbers. Okay, that is the specialty of sum and average function. The sum and average function cannot operate on a character or a string. It can operate only on a number. Clear? Next is min, max, and count. Okay, this min, max, and count can operate on numeric as well as non-numeric data types. Clear? So min, max, and count can operate on both numeric as well as non-numeric data types. So each function eliminates null values and operates on non-null values. So if we are having 5 marks, so there is actually 6 rows, and we have entered marks only for 5 students. One row is missing. Okay, then that will be considered as null, and it will eliminate the null. It eliminates the null value, and the rest of the value will be computed. Okay, suppose we are having 6 rows, and we have entered the marks only for the 5 rows. Clear? So though it will eliminate the 6th row, the null row will be eliminated, and it will compute only the sum of the rest of the 5 columns. Okay, that is what it is written here. Each function eliminates null value and operate on non-null values. Fine, clear? So this is one example that we are going to see today. from this table we are going to see some examples and we will be operating this we will be considering this table as an example and operating various queries based on this table. So use of sum. Okay, so first aggregate function we are going to detail is sum. So sum function returns the sum of the values specified in a column. Okay, simple. It's just give the sum of the values specified in the column. For example, they are asked the question is find the total or the sum of the manager's salary from this table. Okay, this is the table called staff. In this table, we want to compute the sum of the salary of the managers. Okay, we just want to compute the sum of the manager's salary. Okay, so this 30,000 and 24,000 we have to compute it. Okay, so how can we write the query? Select sum of salary. We want the sum of the salary. Okay, sum of the salary from which table? From the table name staff. Okay, whose sum we have to compute? The manager's salary sum need to be computed. So where position equal to manager. Okay, so this position is an attribute. So position equal to manager. So we want to compute the salary of managers. Okay, we have to compute the salary of managers. Clear? Okay. So here the manager must be written in quotes and on semicolon must also be included. Okay. So this is the query for the corresponding question. Find the total or the sum of the manager. So what will be the result? The result will be represented like this. Okay. We have just asked to select the sum of the salary. So the result will be displayed like this. Sum underscore salary. Okay. Suppose we want to rename the sum underscore salary. How this sum underscore salary came here? Because we have just written here just to compute the sum of the salary. Suppose we want to rename this displayed attribute to some other character or some other word. For example, we want to just write the total salary as the label of this attribute. So how can we write the query? We can rewrite the query like this. Select sum of salary as, okay, as. So this as clause we have seen yesterday. Okay, so we will write select sum of salary as total salary. Okay, from staff where position equal to manager. If you do that, the output will be like this. The value will be same, but the attribute name will be renamed to total salary. Okay, that is the concept. So this concept we have explained before. As clause we have already explained yesterday. Now average. So same as the sum, this average function just perform to compute the average of the particular column. Okay, so average of the value is specified. It returns the average of the values specified in the column. Okay, the values, the given columns average will be computed and it will be returned. Okay, so find the average of the project manager's salary. So this is a question, example question. Find the average of project manager's salary. So how many project managers are there? Here we are having 3 project managers. Okay, and their salary is 12,000, 12,000 and 9,000. Okay, we have to find the average of their salary. So how can we write? Okay, we can write like this. Select the function is AVG. Okay, don't write average. The function is AVG. AVG of which columns average we have to find it out? Salary. Okay, so salary is average. So this columns average need to be computed. So in the function the parameter will be salary. Okay, from staff, from table name is staff, where position equal to whose average salary need to be computed? Project manager's average salary need to be computed. So where position equal to project manager. Okay, so the result will be like this. AVG underscore salary is this is the average salary of the project managers. Okay, clear. Suppose we want to display the project the position also. Okay, that is the position also must be displayed along with it. Then how can we do? We will write select project manager comma average salary. Okay, select project manager comma average salary from staff, where position equal to project manager. In that case, the result will be project manager average salary, the position average salary, project manager 11,000 will be the output. Okay. Now min and max. How to compute the min and max? So min from the name itself, it is clear that the min returns the smallest value in that particular column. So min returns the smallest value of a column. Max returns the largest value of that column. Okay. So here we are going to see, we are going to find the minimum and the maximum staff salary. Find the minimum and maximum staff salary. Clear? So select min salary comma max salary. We are computing both the min as well as max salary of the staff. So select minimum salary comma maximum salary from staff. Okay, we will write the query like this: select min salary comma max salary from staff. Clear? So the result will be like this. Okay, min salary, what is the value? Max salary, what is the value? Okay, this is the way. Clear? Suppose we want to rename this attribute name, okay, as salary minimum and salary maximum. How can we do? That is, we have to display like this. We want to display the output like this. Okay, that is, instead of min salary, we want to display salary min. Instead of max salary, I want to display salary max. Okay, how can we rewrite the query? We can rewrite the query like this: select min salary. Min salary, it has to be displayed as salary min. Okay, so I will write select minimum of salary as, okay, we will use as clause here, as salary min. That means the min salary, when the output is generated, the result must be displayed as salary min. Okay, clear? Then max salary to be displayed as salary max. Okay, so next comma max of salary as, what, it has to be displayed as salary max. Clear? So that is the use of as clause. Okay, as clause is actually used for this purpose. Clear? It is possible to rename the attribute using as clause. Select minimum salary as salary min, comma max salary as salary max from staff. Okay, so the output will be like this. Instead of min salary, it has written salary min. Instead of max salary, it has written salary max. Okay, okay, fine. Next, use of count. What is the use of count? So count, it actually returns what? Returns the number of values specified in the column. Okay, suppose we want to know the number of managers or number of employees in the table. Just take the count. Okay, so here the question is, count the number of staff who are managers. Count the number of staff as count the number of staffs who are managers. Okay, so what we do, we will actually take the count of either we will take the count of serial number or we will take the count of F name. Both are possible. So we will take the count of serial number, okay, whose position is manager. Okay, we want to take the number of what? The number of managers. So we will just take the count of this serial number who are managers. Okay, so how can we write the query? Select count of serial number. Okay, count of serial number from staff. Okay, we want to take the count of serial number from staff where position equal to manager. Okay, we want to display the number of managers, number of staffs who are managers. So we will take the count of the serial number. Okay, we'll just, if we are just executing select count of S number, what will be the output? Select count of S number. If you are just taking the count of S number, then it will display the result 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 as the output. Okay. So here we are just taking the count of managers. So what we write? Select the count of S number where position equal to manager. That means only this row, these two rows will be selected, and from that we will take the count of S number. So which will be 2. Output will be 2. Clear? That is a query here. So select the count of S number from staff where position equal to manager. Okay. So in the result must be displayed as S number underscore count. Okay. So that is why we are renaming as S number underscore count. Okay. So select the count S number as S number underscore count, means the count of S number will be renamed as S number underscore count. So while displaying, the attribute name must be displayed like this. That is why we are giving this attribute name using as clause. Okay, fine. Next, we are going to find the count as well as sum. Okay, both functions we are operating in a single query. Okay, both different functions are using in the single query. So we are taking, the question is finding the total number of managers and sum of their salary. Okay, we want to display the total number of number of managers and also their salary sum. Okay, so we will take this select count of S number. Okay, we will just take the count of S number comma sum of salary. Take the sum of salary from staff where position equal to. Okay, if you are just writing this much, select count of S number comma sum of salary from staff, what will be the output? The output will be, it will take the entire serial count of serial number as well as the entire sum of the salary. Okay, here the question is just to take the count of managers as well as their salary. So only this column will be, this much row will be selected. Okay, from that we will find the count of S number as well as the sum of the salary. Okay, so we will take the serial number, count of serial number is 2 and the sum of the salary is 54,000. Okay, so this is how we will take the count as well as sum of the salary. Clear? So these are called aggregate functions. So this is a very important topic. Please go through today's as well as yesterday's topics and answer the question that I have given us quiz in today's assessment section. Okay, thank you.